Hello old friends. Here is the handle channel of the Prodigal Son. The handle that we bring you today is Break. Classic Legendary Exquisite Light Limited Edition. This handle is also a brand new product for Automatic. First of all, open a box for everyone. A charging base. This base and receiver are 2-in-1. The joystick is also a data cable that needs to be installed manually. I have this one in my hand as a standard version, so there are no other accessories. Then let's first take a look at the button ABXY of the handle. The cross button is also a micro movement. The two sharp keys are micro movements, because the Anker personally prefers micro movement. So I was very impressed with the Break product, like the classic legend of the previous regular version. The feel I hold in my hand feels like a product at that price. And that handle is my favorite handle within 200 yuan. So this limited edition compared to the classic legend of the previous regular model. The overall appearance and its texture have been improved. As you can see, one of its overall colors has become dark green. And added the element of co-branding. This time, the overall shell feels very delicate and very comfortable. The case process is a bit long, but the feedback is very clear. I personally feel that the intensity of this case is moderate. Compared with the classic legendary ordinary tube, it has also been improved. The D-pad can also be replaced. But because my side is a standard version, so it only has this one cross button at present. But this kind of cross key, I personally feel that it is very useful. This is before. The classic legendary white, almost the cross key. This time the cross button is very suitable for us. Those who play clearance games or fighting games, in particular, this kind of horizontal action game is very suitable, because I personally prefer to play DNF. So I have a soft spot for the handle of this kind of button, this time the sharp key. This micro movement is also very crisp. The feedback is very clear, moving. This time it was a regular moving lock because there was no buffer to deliver power, so there is still an overall voice. And this key travel is relatively long. Our back buttons are also micro-moving. If we need to use the back key, it can be easily triggered. The 4 function buttons on the front are tactile switches, which are a little hard. However, the function buttons are harder for us, which actually doesn't matter. The sticks are also TMR sticks. The TMR joystick is a more mainstream joystick in the 200 to 300 stand position. Everyone understands this, and the experience of using it is very good. Otherwise, it will not become mainstream. Right? This time the joystick is to support a double-day Hertz return. Then take a look at this small screen. The classic legend of the previous regular version has such a small screen. I was very surprised. This limited edition still continues this tradition. This screen can switch our buttons to a mode. The pairing status that can be viewed, you can press the button to take the test. There is also a button burst function. There is also an adjustment to adjust the dead zone vibration of the joystick. Then we must shake it up. It must be full. The screen is always bright and energy saving. Basically, some of our operations on the handle are fine. Achieved on this small 0.96-inch screen. This time, you can also adjust some parameters through an Automatic app. Then let's take a look at the base. This base is a base with a self-start-stop function. And there is also a co-branded element of Linglong. Overall, this handle is a reinforcement of the classic legend of the previous generation. Personally, I feel that it is much stronger than the previous generation. I personally prefer micro-movement. It has already been said at the beginning. So I am personally very satisfied with this handcake. It is very suitable for us to play horizontal board games, or some clearance game fighting Game Brothers. Of course, this joystick upgrade is also optimized for FPS games. Overall, this handle is a handle that I am very satisfied with.